Hi, Libra. Welcome to your April 2022 reading. We are a few days already into April. I, always have every intention of getting the videos out before the first of the month. And then I find that sometimes certain transits affect me so much that it's just really difficult. And right now it just so happens that we have that new moon that we had in our 7th house. And it's just very, I had to wait until Venus went into Pisces today to start doing readings again. There was so much pressure. And there were so many things that I needed to process and go through that my energy was just super exhausted. And I think a really good lesson of what's going on with everything that's going on in our 6th house with Jupiter and Neptune, Jupiter really expanding the things that we really weren't paying attention to when it came to the 6th house because of Neptune. And now we're sort of seeing all of it for what it really is. And sometimes it's not that pretty of a picture. So Venus is coming into that 6th house and giving us an opportunity now. And she ingressed today. Today's the 5th that I'm doing a reading. And now we have this opportunity for self-love and reflection and pouring love back into ourselves as Mars also ingresses Pisces later on in the month. You'll just really start to recognize, you may drown in it, but you also may start to recognize just how much you've been neglecting yourself. I know that those are realizations that I'm having already. How much I neglected myself, and just like I'm literally learning how to take better care of myself because I was not taught that. I had an interesting childhood. We're not getting into that today, but that's a story time for another time. Excuse me. But this Jupiter Neptune stuff going on in the 6th house can really put a lot of illusions on us when it comes to career, when it comes to finances, when it comes to like the daily life, things like that, your habits, like you could really fall back into some bad habits, and we've sort of talked about this through this Jupiter and Neptune transit. But what's really happening right now is, the expansion, for you to really be psychic in your body in a big, big way. So Venus coming in, your ruling planet, ingressing Pisces, Venus is going to be exalted there. So what better time than when your planet is feeling its best than to pour back into yourself. So, and you may even be sort of forced into that as well because of some of the other things going on that may bring a little bit of, pain or sadness to the surface. Oh, nice. Love this. Okay. Let's show you these 4 first. You can really tell that the shift is happening. Like there's something that's becoming very, very obvious for you. As we start April, we have the Sun, which is the best card you can get in a reading, in my opinion. The Sun is about hope. It's about health. It's about vitality. It's, it's our self-preservation, brings us confidence, and I have a debilitated Sun in my birth chart. And so it was always very hard for me to find that kind of confidence and all of that stuff. So love that you're coming into that energy with it. And then we have Temperance and the 2 of Wands. So you could be dealing with a Leo or a Sagittarius energy. And we also have Virgo down here as well with the Hermit too. But the Temperance and the Two of Wands is very interesting because you have a lot of choices that you need to make in April, it looks like. And it's really about your future. That guy's holding the world in his hand. So he really has the whole world that he could be looking at. So then we have the Hermit. When in doubt, when you get stuck in this situation where you're like, wow, I have all of this opportunity and I'm at a crossroads. When in doubt, the Hermit is asking you to go within. This is what Virgos do best. So if you are not dealing with a Virgo, you could be tapping into that energy. What happens is when Virgos go into Hermit mode, they take a journey and they do it in some pretty dark, moments within their own mental, right? In their own mind. And it doesn't have to be difficult, but it can be. You can make it difficult. You can make it difficult. Three of Swords. And the Empress. Wow. So there you are. Just hanging out right there, man. And isn't that true though? And it's almost as if the reason why you're journeying here. First of all, you have 4 major arcanas out of 6 cards. So that's, this is pretty like big green, red lights, like this direction, go this direction. When you are creating change in your life and when you are looking at expanding yourself, which is a lot of what the Two of Wands is, you're at a crossroads, but the choices that you have are probably, completely different, right? So you have to be able to expand yourself to look at different perspectives, So, when you do that, there are things that can be unearthed in order for you to heal. And that Three of Swords, it's very interesting what this actually feels like. It doesn't feel like your heart is breaking right now. What it feels like is a healing process. I feel like now, like your heart broke already, and now you're taking the swords out and there's this healing process that's happening instead. Patching it all up, processing all the emotions, creating all the paths. And when that happens, you can finally, like, you feel yourself again in a really big way. I also feel like you have several people around you that you can really ask for help. So when in doubt, ask for the assistance from your friends and loved ones, and don't think that you need to do it all on your own. But I think that you're going to be getting some answers this month that you've really been wondering and questioning. And I think that those answers are going to do a lot of healing for you as well. So yeah, I think that this is just kind of like one of those months to, because you're like on the precipice of something really big. I'm excited to be able to clarify these in the extended, and we're going to go through the astrology a little bit deeper. But yeah, it feels like you're sort of on this precipice of change and shift in your life. And there's a lot of healing that's going on through that too. So let's go look. I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful April. I'm really excited to be able to finally do your reading for you. And I will see you guys in the extended. Bye.